Hello, this is Justin Sinnard with Sinnard Technologies, and today I'm coming at you with another video here on MudBlazor. And this video is my third video. We covered installation and layouts, setting up your layouts in the previous videos. If you want to go back, it's in the same playlist as this one, and watch those videos to get caught up. Otherwise, right now we are on wireframes, and I'm kind of going to go pretty quick through this one because I believe they kind of jump into things that we haven't learned about yet, and I don't think it's necessary to take too much time on it because we're going to want to get to the components and themings before we get inside here because they assume a lot. But essentially what wireframes is it's a way you can get set up quickly with something pre-built. Like, I guess just hopping into it, we have this is kind of the same idea as what we built in their last videos when we set up layouts. The only difference is here is the name is going to be inside the drawer instead of outside the drawer, and we got a little button they have over here right away. But if you wanted to use this and you like this, you could simply pop this open, and here's the code you need to do in order to kind of get that wireframe layout, right? And if you're wondering where you put that, you'd actually put that in your main layout file just like here, and then from there you'd have that layout set up right away, right? Kind of the idea behind this, try to get you something up and running quickly. And then this one is just like I said, it's just a top bar, F bar with clip drawer, which I kind of like this one because it doesn't actually take up the toolbar on the top. It just pops the menu on the bottom, keeps this toolbar showing the whole time. And that's a pretty simple one here too. If you want to get it set up, you can put it inside there. And then just the app bar will be just a bar on the top, and you got a little button over here to get you set up with that. Where it kind of jumps in quickly is like in here. So you have this custom content section. It kind of jumps in and it has like a lot of stuff. If you're familiar with Bootstrap, you can kind of understand what's going on, I think. If you go in here, it looks like we're within a container, and this is an individual page, so we put this in a mud container. And looks like, see, I don't know if this is really max width false. So it must be like, hey, we have to fill the whole thing, and then we have a mud grid, which is like a kind of like a row, like a Bootstrap. That's what from what I get from it. And then you have these mud items, and the mud paper is actually, let's go back to here, and let's go to here. Mud paper is just what these little boxes look like. It's kind of like a card, but it's not a card because I know they have something else that's different. That's actually called a card, I believe. But this is just to know that's what this is, a little elevated white box, and that's what that is. Mud paper. I guess it does kind of look like a piece of paper. But I mean, all these jump in, and we haven't really gotten into anything, and we're not sure exactly what it all does. Once again, like it's a good guesstimate here, because they got the grid, just like Bootstrap, you have 12 columns. They're saying if it's an extra small screen, take up all the space, so it's going to spread out one box for each one and go down the row. If it's a small screen, we're going to take up 2 spots. If it's a large screen, mid-range screen, we're going to take up 4 boxes. I'm in an ultra wide right here, so as you can see, it's taking up 3, but as you get smaller, because we're on an ultra wide, it's still taking that spot. But now that I'm getting lower, it's going to fill into 1 slot, right? But like I said, I'm going to kind of go through this quickly because, once again, we haven't learned about the components yet. And then this is another pricing example that they have here of how you can set it up page like that. And if you want to look at the code, you can do it. I think the idea behind this is to kind of get like a reference point. So like when we start going to the components, you got a good reference point of how you can build things later on. This is what this is kind of for. This will let me reload here. A pricing sheet, you can go through that. And what else we got here? And we got checkout, right? It's a pretty cool looking page. And I'm gonna say I am gonna stop here. And we're going to go ahead and move into colors on the next video. Colors and theming, and work from there. But just know that, the wireframes are there if you want to use them. Some of the best ones to start out with probably is going to be the top bars. But these are good reference points for if you want to know how to do something, how do you set up the grid, you have the rows set up, and where you can put things. I think that's all we're going to cover for today. If you enjoyed this content, please, the least you can do is like and subscribe to the channel, or like the video to kind of help me move along. If you want to, I'm going to have a link in the description to buy me a cup of coffee if you're feeling generous. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video, and we'll check the colors and how we can manipulate the themes a bit more to make things look like the way you want them to look, as opposed to like the default colors and things like that. Alright, and until the next video, I will see you then. You have a good one.